Hi there. I'm Roseanne Michaels, St. Francis parishioner, and I really miss seeing you all in person. We are living in tough times these days of coronavirus. It's been so hard for so many people. I think about people and I pray for them every day. I think about people living on the streets, people who are hungry and homeless, parishioners who have lost jobs, kids who are missing their proms and graduations, small business owners struggling to survive. I think about those who are ill and who have lost loved ones. So hard. And here we all are, sheltering in place. In my case, working at home, alone. I have entered the brave new world of video platforms and spend my days with people on Zoom in classes or in meetings or even on the phone. Days and nights seem to merge. Work feels endless. It's no longer defined by daily commutes back and forth. With this pandemic, initially I think I lost my footing a bit, but rather quickly realized I can't control things like I want to do. And that really, we have only an illusion of control. And so each day of this shelter in place, I do my best just to live into this day, to notice what's around me. I notice the bunny eating my dandelions in the front yard. Good job. And the birds that sing so early in the morning, and just surrender to a God who loves me, who loves us all. In his spiritual exercises, St. Ignatius teaches us that we need to live with a sense of freedom. Freedom from those things that get in the way of our moving closer to God. We need to be balanced, not needing for things to go one way or another, but we need to remain open to God, poised in readiness for whatever God might call us to do or to be. And so, more than ever before, I find myself standing before God and, as our friend Ignatius suggests, just being open to whatever might be needed. Whether that means spending more time in silent prayer, or checking in on neighbors, or making a phone call to an elderly person who is alone, or even learning to invite people to a virtual meeting on Zoom, or learning new ways of cooking dinner. First time in my life I'm using frozen foods. These days I am surrendering to God in so many ways. I'm learning not to be so attached to the outcome of what I might do, but rather to try things out, to trust myself, my colleagues, my friends, to trust God and just forge ahead, laughing at myself and my mistakes along the way. This is important learning for somebody like me who might be just a little bit obsessive about getting things right. I can't help but wonder what life will be like when we are back to, dare I say, some semblance of normal. What might God want us to learn from all this? How are we to grow spiritually, individually, and as a community? I don't think we're going to get some kind of heavenly manual complete with all the great stuff we should learn through this painful and tragic time. No, And so my prayer is simply that we might move into a new normal, one with a greater sense of community and care and compassion for one another. And in the meanwhile, I am just doing my best to live each day as it comes, to pay attention, to notice how God is present throughout the mundane tasks of each day, working and walking and reading and doing the dishes. And then at the end of each day, when I'm walking through these lovely streets of Burien, I ask myself 2 questions. Was there something, dear God, that you wanted me to learn today? An insight, a thought. What? And then how? How can I reach out and help somebody who is hurting? And then I just stop and I listen to the voice of Jesus. I listen to the evening song of the birds, and I sniff the lilacs. In the words of Saint Ignatius, give me only your love and your grace. That is enough for me. Amen.